Recently I got a bunch of videos in various formats and they were all very big. And I wanted to archive them. These were mostly family videos. And as a target I decided to make them WebM, which is the Google image format, the video format. And it's not license encumbered, so it's a nice format. And I wanted to do this with the Libav library, which is a fork of FFmpeg. So my initial setting looked like this. I had various videos in various formats, which were all very big, and I wanted to move them into a common format, which would be WebM. So first I was looking for the correct parameters that I can use for Libav. And what I found were the correct parameters that I could use for the FFmpeg library, which are the same because it's similar in the software, it's a fork. And I used the CV parameter to specify the video codec, the CR parameter to specify the audio codec, and the quality parameters for the video codec. BV is interesting. This is the average bitrate that you try to achieve. So this is what tells the video, okay, around that quality and size. So it's basically there you are going with the size. If you want even better quality, you can increase this number. If you want smaller size, decrease this number. And finally, the audio quality for the 4-bit codec. Now, the next point I had to figure out was how to specify the output name. And I have the input names, it's just a list command away, and the output names should be the same base name, and the extension should be WebM. So I was googling around a little bit, I landed on Stack Overflow again, and I found this answer, which has modified slightly to only trim the last extension and replace it with WebM. So we basically echo the original file name, stream it through sed, which removes the last extension, and add WebM to it. And now I was ready to create my batch loop for processing all these videos I got. So the basic things were, I iterate over all the files with specific extensions in the folder, which are MP4 with capital letters, AVI, and MPEG. I determine a new file name, I convert the video, and then I remove the original video. And here, as you can see with the filled in place, the green section shows how to replace the name. The blue section shows how to convert the video. And finally, with the end statement, if the conversion has succeeded, we remove the original file. This is of course optional. So if you are trying this out the first time, you can just skip this remove part. Now, converting the videos took ages, at least it started, and I then looked at my load indicator, and it said, okay, I have a 4-core machine with hyper-threading, so in theory I have 8 cores, and it utilized 1, which was not very nice. So I was reading a little more, and I got an advice recently about an application called GNU Parallel, which has an absolutely incomprehensible tutorial. At least for me, I didn't understand a word of it. But then I googled around a little bit, and the syntax isn't very complex. You specify parallel and then the command you want to run, and with brackets you input the parameters for each of the runs, and after 3 colons you specify whatever you want to have. So I specify all the files, input files, and it will go through and echo all the files in parallel. And this automatically uses as many cores as you have. So if you have 3 cores, it uses 3. If you have 160 cores, well, then it uses 160. I have 4 cores, and it uses 8 because I have multi-threading, so Intel processors it does count twice. So the schematic of it is like this. I want to convert all these different videos that I have in my folder, and each of the CPUs or each of the CPU cores I have converts one of these videos. And the solution is this. We all again have these 3 parts. We determine the new file name, we convert the video, and we remove the original video if successful, and then specify the extensions here at the right hand side. So as you can see, I again substitute the name and the extension in a new name. I convert it with the same parameters as before, and here it inserts the individual file names, as you can see with the brackets, and here it removes the original file. I hope this was useful. Thanks for listening. Signing off.